I had about 6 or 7 relationships before I got married. And I would say a bunch of them went on for 6, 7, 8 months. And we ended up breaking up over the same issue that I felt within the first few weeks. And I felt after each one of those, I wasted time. And I feel the same way with some of my students. Like, how do you counsel people to, make it work, walk down the chuppah, get under the chuppah, or break up? Because people are wasting valuable years, and I did myself.
One of my favorite quotes is, the ending is in the beginning. You guys know, in the beginning, if something is going to destroy your relationship, you know what it's going to be, and you are almost always right. So like, if you realize, before the blinders come down, you, on that first, second, third date, write down what you think's going to be the problem. And it's amazing. You'll be your own fortune teller 6 months down the road. You're like, I knew that kid was a Peter Pan. He was never going to grow up. You'll know. You will write the mommy issues. Guess what? You're right.
So why do we stay? Why do we stay so long in these relationships?
I think there's hope. Hope, the movie that won the Oscar a few years ago, Parasite. The message at the end, spoiler alert, is that hope is a parasite. It eats away at you because we as humans, I believe, we look for silver linings. We hope. We always keep just that little bit of like, I know this guy isn't great, but this could work out. And I do have this belief, like when a couple comes to me and they've been together for say like over 2.5, 3 years, it's very hard for me to save them. Because I do believe there is a window. I call it the window of romance, okay? If you miss it and you don't get engaged, if marriage is what you want, I'm not saying marriage is the goal for people, for everybody, but it is for a lot of people, especially in Judaism too.
It's the goal for everybody.
It's the goal for a lot of people. It really is, so I just have to give my disclaimer. It's not for everyone. I realize when they come to me and if they ask me to mediate and it's like 3.5, 4 years in, it's going to be hard. To me, they've missed their romance window. And that's when I call it, they're in the decision window. They will never get struck by lightning and get butterflies ever again. They will love their partner, but they have to decide if they're going to get married at that point. So I try to encourage to if you are looking for marriage, to get engaged in the romantic window, which is typically around 6 months to like 1.5 years. You don't want to do a shotgun wedding because I have seen problems with people getting so excited and carried away. But I typically say it's a window between 6 months and 2 years where you still have that oh my gosh, he proposed versus, okay, we sat down and we made a decision. It's been 5 years and my mom's sick and we just got to do this.